We have two distribution centers, one in Vancouver, one here in Toronto. We have inbound product that comes in on a daily basis from Sony factories all over the world.
Supply chain group is comprised of a number of departments, which include inventory planning, demand planning, sales order management, transportation operations, and our logistics operations. A wider scope of challenges are really the competitive nature of the business and maintaining our service levels and our costs, and those are the things that are always a challenge, and making sure that we are providing the levels of customer service required both to our internal and external customers.
Well, the parcel side is our busiest side. We do more of our volume outbound in the parcel side than any other type of processing. So there's always a challenge to bring the product forward, to get it picked and get it out quickly. We need to have a very efficient process to do that, and it's a very difficult struggle for the operations people at certain times because the volumes are so huge.
What we found was that we would have a lot of product picked to the sorter, but to get the product from the sorter, which the preliminary pick to finish the secondary pick, that was one of the bottlenecks in our business. We could get the product to the sorter very efficiently, but getting it from the sorter to the finished goods and ready to go out the door proved a challenge.
We used to have a paper-based system many years ago, and then we basically went with Red Prairie's WMS system, so that gave us an automation. We've been using RF equipment for a number of years now.
You know, the Red Prairie implementation, we started, and it was going to be a short-term project. We planned to try to roll everything in about 6 months, and at that point we decided it would be a good time to try to implement Vocollect at the same time. It was going to be phase 1, phase 2, but because the project got extended, we got a little bit more ambitious and decided to try to phase Vocollect in concurrently.
Red Prairie is a total solution provider for Vocollect, and they were already bringing best-in-class solutions on the WMS supply chain execution side, and by incorporating Vocollect Voice with a direct interface method, they were able to incorporate voice in its benefits as well.
Between the project team and operations, we just thought that it was the possibilities were limitless to what we could do and what sort of advantages we could gain by it. So, you know, we were excited by the tool when we saw the video the first time.
We had an opportunity to see that and looked how we could apply that to our operations. And certainly our objective is doing more with less. We're challenged by that. And the opportunity to take advantage of the Vocollect technology was there to gain some productivity within our operations.
Well, we're responsible for shipping, receiving. We ship all the orders from the Manitoba border all the way to the East Coast. So we do everything out of this facility. We carry all the product that Sony has, including the broadcast product, so we ship it all out of this facility.
The cluster pick is a secondary pick. There's a primary pick that would be called replenishment. So what would happen is an operator would go out, and a single operator would be asked to bring forward 500 of the unit in black, let's say 500 of the product in white, 500 of the product in blue. Then once it gets to that cluster pick or secondary pick area, then the cartons will get broken down and each customer will get 2 and 2 and 2.
Anything that is repacked less than a carton was brought to a sorter area, and then it prints a repack label, we call it. And this is the repack label that whoever is working with Vocollect will grab and scan or read the last 3 digits, and then we work from there. It tells you where to go find, which sorter area to go find your stuff, and then you just follow what it tells you.
But we've been able to better anticipate our throughput with Vocollect. We can get more done, there's no question. And what we've seen is that we went through our whole busy season last year with more orders, and we were able to never be behind. We were always up to date on the orders.
So we're able to pick more orders, we're able to process more units more quickly. And my challenge to our folks here is to take advantage of this technology and utilize it in other parts of the organization, which we haven't yet done that. We're rolling out more in order picking, in cycle counting, and we want to get it utilized in all aspects of the operation.
We've trained everyone on the voice templates, and a lot of people have asked, okay, when will I be able to see this in my job if I'm doing put away or if I'm doing cycle counting or if I'm doing LTL picking, when will I be able to use the voice? How does it apply to me in my job? And as we move forward, we're growing and we're going to develop a strategy to use Vocollect, first of all in cycle picking and then the LTL picking as well. That's the part that's under development now to continue and expand the Vocollect product to other areas.
other areas of Sony, whether in the States or in Canada, like our head office, they are quite impressed with the Vocollect system. They come and see it, and everybody just in awe over it. It looks, and I mean, we tell them what it's like, and they see the error reduction, and they see how clean it works. And it's always very impressive. We even had people come from other countries, like Japan and so on, to come and look at this to see how functional it is.
We're the first in the Sony world to go to a voice-directed picking process in our facilities. So we like to believe that we're on the leading edge of this in our organization and through our operations. We're very proud of our ability to be nimble or make changes quickly, because we're a relatively small organization, and this is one change that we've made that we're very, very proud of.
If we took Vocollect away tomorrow, the employees would not be happy. They enjoy using it. It's much easier for them, and they wouldn't be happy.
It looks like a daunting step when you haven't taken the first step yet, but once you start down the path, the return on the investment is unbelievable. Like I said, I'm frankly still shocked at the return that we've gotten through Vocollect, how much better and how much more efficient we are at doing our picking than we were with RF.